You're fucking cooked. Get out of here.
No. Stop! No, wait, let me go. It's Nick!
No. What are you blaming on me for? I've been right.
Stop! I know what you're doing. It is Nick, Tony.
No, it's not me.
It is him.
Let's lock his fucking ass in. We were on him, and now it's on me.
Yes, Tony.
I'm kind of a little convinced it might be you.
Why
It's
is it
you.
me now?
What? Let me hear it.
You're
No. Let me hear it.
I don't like that you.
Nick, stop.
I've never seen him like this.
Okay to
That's
lose.
100 games today. You've
Never been like this.
Stop. It is Nick.
No. What are you blaming on me for? You son of a bitch.
He was the only one. You all three.
All three of us are imposters.
No.
Hilarious. I thought I was slick as hell.
No one had a clue.
No. I thought we were
Fucking ass.
Brother,
How is the only one?
when I said shooter, I didn't know it was a basketball player.
Let me tell you, I'm out here from a very far away place. All for a chance to be a star. Nowhere seems to be too far.
No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more.
Los Angeles.
Please.
Shake that body, party that body.
Please.
Shake that body, party that body. Shake that
That would be, dude, we're giving everyone the imposter. Would be fucking sick. Okay, so there should be about like 10 things that I'm more excited about in the business right now, but I am fucking addicted to playing imposter. I've never even played Among Us. I like knew of it, and I know that it was popular like 3 years ago, but we cannot stop playing the game Imposter. We already had 2 sessions of it today, and they're not short. Like, we never play one game at a time. It's like opening a bag of chips. As soon as you stick your fucking hand in there, we're playing for minimum 45 minutes, and only because someone in here has the sense to be like, we have to stop. Like, we have work to do.
Okay, alright, go.
You say go.
Goat.
Believe. Sleeve.
Sleeve. White.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's sus. And sleeves? One more answer. I'm ready.
You have no idea who it is.
No, I'm ready. Whatever he said, I'm probably gonna know.
Ooh.
Give me a fucking answer. Tell me your word.
Texas.
Done.
Dude, it's
No,
you.
he's done.
No, I believe him more than you.
I am ready.
You
to
said
put him out.
baby.
Okay, you don't know then.
I don't know either.
Because you're the fucking.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said white.
White. Tattoos.
I mean, I did say sleeve.
What kind of sleeve though?
Like an actual sleeve.
Like shooting sleeve.
You said
Baby.
goat baby.
Goat baby?
That is the most untrustworthy thing I've ever heard.
Joe, speak the fuck up, please.
He's got a job right now.
Have some fucking.
Alright, say it
I don't
again.
know.
J-Lo's a fucking sly dog, bro. You should have seen how he ended yesterday's fucking video.
No.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I feel like we both had good words.
Correct.
He's also acknowledged that our words were good. Even though he hasn't thrown out good ones, he's known that ours were good.
So you think
Joe-
Joe took a shot on White and hit?
Did he?
I just threw out a shot on tattoos and hit it too.
But I already said
He said
sleeve.
sleeve.
Yeah, but sleeve could mean shooting sleeve,
I
like arm
straight
sleeve.
up thought you meant-
I thought you meant like arm sleeve.
He wasn't playing.
I don't like these one-on-one answers.
Okay, okay.
The third one.
You're fucking cooked. Get out of here.
No. Stop! No, wait, let me go. It is Nick!
No. What are you blaming on me for? I've been right.
Just give me this hint.
He said
If I give you some bullshit hint, get rid of me. Alright?
But you might just know who it is now.
Based off what? White shooter?
I mean, there ain't a lot of them.
Why would you call him the goat? Who is it
I don't
now?
like this.
I'm trying to think of a good hint that won't go. I think we all know.
We do.
Yeah, no. Stop! I know what you're doing!
fucking
It
do.
is Nick, Tony!
No, it's not me.
It is him!
Let's lock his fucking ass in.
Why do you want him to give another one? You're still trying to figure out who it is.
Because he won't. You're not gonna lock him in. I'm down.
He's pretty passionate that it's not him.
I'm ready to lock in. I'm ready to hear another one.
I've never
Those are the only 2 options.
We've
we
played
have.
maybe like
I said
17
no.
games today. He's never been that passionate.
It is Nick!
It's Nick. It's you. Why
It's
is it
you.
me now?
What? Let me hear it.
You're
No.
getting
Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear
I
it.
don't like that you
Let
started
me
with
hear it.
goat and then went to baby. As your first 2 picks.
I forgot he wasn't playing!
Let me hear it. Let's hear it.
Elite, I think, is better than goat.
Okay, that is stupid as fuck. There's no shot one's better than the other.
Like Elite's a safe bet after you hear the word go.
Okay, but Also, he said white, and he knew we were talking about NBA. What fucking white NBA player ain't a shooter? You're not in the league.
So you really want to lock in Nick? Joe, who do you want to lock in?
We're gonna lock me in.
It's
lock in
either
Nick. No, I'll lock
I've
in
been
Nick.
on Nick.
I'll lock it.
Just based on.
We were on him, and now it's on me.
Yes, Tony!
I'm kind of a little convinced it might be you.
Why?
Come
on!
I don't like that you said GOAT, but I don't like that you followed
Listen.
it with elite. If you think it's Nick, I'm gonna lock in Nick with you. No, that's why I'm pretty good with Joe. I'm good with Joe. Joe and I are good.
Done! He's willing to vote Nick, and it's all right.
But then you said, you were like, that's a great clue. And then when I said Texas, you're like, that's great. Like, you knew what the good clues were. But did you already figure it out beforehand?
Okay, before he said sniper, the most recent round was GOAT, elite, sleeve, white, baby, sniper. So based on that, would have I guessed that? White,
See,
baby,
that's
guessed
what
that?
I'm saying. Sniper at that point is a good guess.
Right. That was like one of the more specific.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
points.
impossible for me to guess the player before he said that. I would have had to have known.
No, true.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It would have been impossible for me to guess before he said sniper.
Right.
And you just have to trust the baby means something. That is
That's the bullshit, though.
What is it? Out of all
He just
of
goes,
them-
baby.
Stop!
He goes, I thought Cut was playing. He just, right, yeah, fuck that. That's some bullshit.
Just vote him out. Me and Joe are willing. Joe hasn't said my name once. Listen to your teammate.
Joe, I'm gonna trust you on this one because you're the only one that I feel confident knows who it is.
I've never seen JMO like this. Is it
I'm
you?
telling you, dude, it's J-Mo.
Stop. Nick, stop.
I've never seen him like
Oh,
this.
Tony, it is
Okay,
Nick.
honestly, here's the thing. Crazy is like I feel like I lock onto someone, and then the more I talk about it, the more confused I get. Initially, I was locked on JMO, so I'm down to go JMO.
Stop. Think of baby. Just see if you
He
can find
keeps
a
saying,
connection.
think of
I don't know what
baby.
baby means.
No one knows what it means.
That's what
So
I'm saying, though.
confused.
If you can think about it, there would be no reason I would have been able to bring it up that early without knowing the player. So just see if you can find why I'm saying it. Not that specific.
All right. You want to lock in Nick?
I think it's Nick.
Okay, we're locking in Nick.
Yes.
We're locking in Nick.
I think it's Nick.
We're locking in Nick.
It's Nick.
It's you.
I still don't know who the player is. I'm gonna say.
Why are you
I'm gonna say Luca.
Yeah.
Okay. Duh.
He's
Fuck,
a-
I thought
I
we
should've
had
said-
J-Mo. I thought I had his ass.
The other night, though, we were in here from like 4 to 7 playing Imposter the first time we played, and now I can't fucking stop. It's like all I want to do now. We filmed 4 Dynasty videos in a row. Like we batch them together, and then they go out over the next 2 weeks, and they're always like very Dynasty focused and value driven and information driven. By the time we got to the 4th one, we were like, we're just playing Imposter for this one. So we have like a trade target video, buy, sell, hold, running back rankings, Imposter, just thrown in there. So I feel like it's going to be a problem for the company a little bit, but great problem to have. Also because we just have so many liars in here. Everyone's so good at the game because everyone's just fucking full of shit all the time, myself included. It's kind of
Today is Friday, June 7th, 3:50 p.m. Tomorrow, Saturday, June 8th, we are importing from Canada a resource, an employee, a company ally known as Sexual Patterson. He will be in the United States if he doesn't have any trouble at the border, you know.
We're back in the office, baby. Not for long, only about 5 days, but we're here. I've never actually been in the new office, so this is pretty cool. You know, it's a lot messier than it looks like on camera. So however messy you think it is, triple that, and that's how messy it actually is. But yeah, feels great to be here. So far, only Nick's here, so still haven't seen the rest of the guys yet. It is Sunday right now.
You'll see him Sunday. I think it gets in like Saturday night, so we won't actually see him. But Sunday, we're going to meet up with Sexy, play some trivia, catch up with him. But then Monday, I don't know who Sexy is anymore. All right, it was good knowing you. Glad you're in for vacation, but it's tournament time. Monday and Tuesday, I'm locked the fuck in to become the trivia champion within the inner office.
Speaking of the tournament, ordered some trophies for it. Obviously, the champion gets the big trophy. It's got some weight to it. It's kind of going to suck if one of the guys from like Florida or Seattle wins. They have to bring this back with them. And then this is the loser trophy. There's a little toilet at the top. It says trivia bum. So whoever comes in last is going to get this one. I'm predicting it's probably one of the settlements. They don't know shit, so it'd be funny to see one of them win this.
Before I go, get used to me holding this. BDGE Trivia Tournament Champion, Jamison Trahan, Jamison Scott Trahan. Remember that name. It's going to mean something one day in trivia. Hang.
Tomorrow, big day. Trivia tournament starts. That's the whole reason I'm here. We have 5 people who are not part of the team or Snapback that are coming in. They're coming in from all across the US too. They're coming in from Seattle, Vegas, Florida, Buffalo, and then Matt's brother, 5 minutes, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I'm definitely there's some things that I'm nervous about. Biggest thing probably is that like we record everything, it's corrupted or something, and then like you can't really redo that shit. So it would just be a complete waste of time. So really hope that doesn't happen. Otherwise, everything should go well. There's a total of 48 trivias. They're gonna be a part of this tournament. I personally made 27 of them. It's a lot. Like I've never made that many trivias at once. It can be hard to think that many trivias because like you think like there's so many topics you can talk about, but we've already done hundreds, if not thousands of games. A lot of stuff we've already done. It can be hard to think of new things and creative things that are like different, and it's not just gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same answers every time. But yeah, got it done. I really like some of the trivias that are gonna be in it. I think people will like them. I think you guys are going to like them. The way the tournament's structured, there's 12 total participants. Nick, Tony, JMO, Gut, Will, Jack, Casey, and then the 5 viewers, which are Danny, Matt's brother, Curtis, we got Liam, Antonio, Sam. Yeah, everyone's going to be in the office tomorrow morning. You'll probably see the vlog footage for that. I'm going to say next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. You might have already seen a lot of the actual content from the tournament before you see the behind the scenes of the tournament. Actually, when this goes live tomorrow, the tournament starts. So make sure you tune into that. Yeah, though, I'm excited to be here. I'm not supposed to be working while I'm here, so all of what I'm doing is just for fun. Make sure that you tell the government that.
Outside of the tournament, we've been busy this week with the merchandise. Last vlog you guys seen, we were kind of like prepping it, shouting it out. Now we're like out of it. Like we are so sold out. Nick texted me, I think it was yesterday, like, hey, I'm gonna reorder more triple stack logo t-shirts, the tan with the blue, pink, and white triple stack, to have those on deck constantly.
Restock some of the BDGE, the cream ones right now. I think large XL, XXL. I didn't realize we had so many fucking fluffies in the audience, man. Y'all are huge. I thought like the mediums were going to go off. I knew the larges would do well, but like the double XLs were the first things that flew off the shelf. And I'm like, now that we keep saying everybody has to be 6'5", I didn't know y'all would take it so seriously. They went right quick. So we restock on some of those.
It won't just be like an occasional merch stop. Year in, year out, week in, week out. If you want some BDG merch, the triple stack tan logo, you can now get it on deck. We are shipping it in. It'll take like a week to get to us and a week to get printed and then a week to get to you. So do know that we will have it on hand very, very soon. But if you want this yearly merch, it's going to take us some time to get those in rotation and have a constant supply. However, that's a good problem to have. If we're selling out of merch and you guys love it and you want more of it, that's a good problem to have for the company. We don't have enough clothes. The demand's just so high. We need more supply.
The highlight of the week for sure was the merch drop. And I just want to give a special shout out to my very special boy, James Stain. Kid worked this week packing up and shipping every order, carrying them over by hand to the post office. We got him a wagon that you probably maybe already saw me jump in this video.
I'm just too thick. This is what 166 looks like.
But we didn't have a wagon for like the first 160 orders. So we would pack up these giant boxes over here and he would walk them. They were fucking heavy. There must have been like 60 orders per box. And he would walk them over to the post office, which is not that close. Like it's close relative, but that's a fucking workout right there.
Okay, so we currently have 48 active orders waiting for me to put them in shipping bags. How many shipping bags do we have on deck? 0. We have ran out. We have some coming in through Amazon today, but every day counts. You know how shipping is. Like one day could equal 6 business days somehow, some way. So I'm gonna go drop this off at the USPS Post Office Social Service press conference and see if they have any bags there for sale. We're still hustling out here, but we are on a little bit of a delay. 48 orders placed. Let's go check together how many. In stock, we still have 33 ball knowers, 20 blue circle logos, 31 triple stacked, and only 4 yapping yappers left. So you guys are cooking. We also have 90 live event tickets. Remember, while you're on here buying merch, if you guys want to see us play Trivia Live, you can see us July 13th. Buy a ticket there. BDGE, Trivia, Live, hang, do it now, please. All right, so I just carried the first bag. This is the same bag, just reloaded. Let me tell you, that box Nick packed with all the shirts, he wasted his valuable time. Shout out to him, like making that organized and neat in there. But that box is getting torn apart because it's gonna need 3 trips just between that one box. Because this shit is heavy. Basically, the way I could tell you guys, like each shirt, 3/4 of a pound, and some of you guys order 2 shirts, so 2 shirts in a bag is about like 1.5 pounds. And there's about 30 bags in there, so it's like, you know, a 30-pound dumbbell you're just walking like 3 blocks with. That's what we cooking up. I think Gut would actually like be sick if he offered me help, so yeah, that fucking asshole. All right, guys, I'm taking the first merch drop off to the drop off box. Doesn't look like much. There's only like 30-ish shirts because like it's just me taking it and it's like a 12-minute walk. Again, that doesn't sound bad. Oh, you have a bag and you have to walk 12 minutes, but this bitch is heavy, all right? Either way, here's our first shipment for our first merch drop in a long, at least first merch drop since I've been here. So there's your shirts, peeps. All right, I just dropped off all those boxes and all those bags worth of merch, and I'm now starting on a new pile. So right now I'm going to take you guys through what it looks like to package a piece of merch and just, I guess, the process of it. So right here we have a list of people that just ordered. This guy, Carlos will block out your address for you, just ordered a BDGE circle logo t-shirt, XXL. So I gotta go into the blue box, boom, right there, XXL, bang. The shirt in here, we have to print a shipping label for you. The government knows we pay our stamps. That's gonna cost us $4.95, Carlos. I'm gonna have to charge the shirts extra next time. And because our printer is like special ed, I have to download this label and then take it into Photoshop and then edit it there. Which isn't like a big deal, but it definitely is like an extra step when we got 300 shirts being sold. It's not fun. Then we'll print this, pray it comes out correctly. Looks good. Carlos' shirt is packed away. This little silver thing is the sticky part that seals the bag. So we rip this off, fold it over like a burrito, smack her down, stamp her down, get the air out. We ain't selling half-filled chip bags here. We take this sticker from the printing machine, lap it on the front. And then my favorite part is when I'm done, I just fucking chuck it on the ground because I got 300 more to do. I ain't got time to go walk over there, hang. All right, just finished large shipment. Large as in we have no fucking orders left. We still have a couple of ball knowers left, a couple of blues, very little yapping. But I just want to give you behind the scenes of what the fuck the madness looks like shipping this shit. So that was bubble wrap. Here's all your shirts that will be shipped out soon. There is the workshop ping pong table. There's just a chair on the ping pong table with no context. That's just so my computer's up higher and I don't have to bend over. This is what a sweatshop looks like at BDGE, people. Thank you for buying all your shirts, and come back in the fall for shorts, underwear, socks, long sleeve beanies, hats, caps, gowns, and more. Love you. Goodbye.
So J-Mo just kind of put his head down. I know it was on his goals list. He sent me over like a goals list for 2024. And one of them was like, have a big merch launch where like literally all I'm doing all day is spending the entire day packing. And that's what he did. So that was awesome.
And that's been a pretty fun process. Like when merch dropped on Monday, we dropped at 1 p.m. I was here till 8 o'clock, which is like, I'm not trying to like act like a slave work, 7 hours work, but like that full 7 hours, just like checking who ordered what, packing up that shirt, printing it out, checking who ordered what, packing up that shirt, printing it out, just bang, 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 bang. And when you have like 250 t-shirts to pack up, it could get tough. It could get hard. I didn't want to call it slave work, and the reason I don't want to call that is because I genuinely thought it was like low-key fun to pack up all that merch. Last year, we as a group like sat down in 2023 in December, like announcing goals we have for 2024. One of mine in 2024 I have in my notes is I want our merch to drop, be so good that like we got to take the whole day and just fucking ship this shit out. And that came into reality, and it was pretty cool. Like in the moment, I was pretty happy it happened. By the 3/4 through, I was like, okay, you got what you wished for. This is kind of, my fucking fingers are getting numb out here, licking all these labels and kissing all these packages goodbye because, of course, every t-shirt had to go with a kiss. My lips got dry. I'm glad it happened, and I'm glad it came into fruition. So it's good to always, like, now again, look back and like, hey, I actually did have that goal to be a New Year's resolution or the beginning of the year. Now it's checked off. I got to say I did that. Last vlog, I talked about us seeing movies together. Checked off. Merch, checked off. Another goal was commercials. We've done a Blue Chew commercial. Checked off. Maybe I got to set fucking bigger goals. Like maybe I want next 2025 goal, like BDGE goes public company. Like that's the type of goals we do need to have, because apparently I'm setting the bar too low for myself. However, I think this is going to be like a weekly grind for us now, or for me to start packing up, because you guys love it so much. And I'm glad that kind of like opens up a little bit more, not to get like too businessy, because like Nick's the boss here. I don't want to like speak out of line, but like it opens up like another stream of revenue. Right now we're just relying on like the same old things. I feel like merch hasn't been like a staple in what's running the company, and no merch is ever going to be a staple in running a company unless you're an actual clothing brand. But I think it's nice now to have this extra hand to lean on, even though like Nick isn't really making the merch to make money. It's more so just to get a brand out there, give the people what they want. But good things come in many ways with merch. So even though it's like an annoying task at this point to just pack up a bunch of labels, I really like it because it lets me know out there like, hey, people want to wear and represent the company.
I really think that like one of the measures of whether or not you've built a brand in today's social media world is whether or not you can move apparel and merchandise. Feels easy on the surface, but there's a long process to it. Unless you really have a core audience, you're not really going to be able to sell merch. I don't think clothing is a way that people represent themselves, and they want to tell people that like, hey, I fuck with this brand, or maybe it's just stylish, or whatever the case may be. It's a way people express themselves, and it is an attachment to you as a brand. So if you're a brand and you can't drop 50 pieces of clothing and sell out within like a 24-hour period, I don't think that your brand is strong enough. Maybe it's small, maybe it doesn't have the distribution, but I'm really proud of the way that it went so far. And one thing I've learned throughout this process, and since having like Joe in here, is we have never been a brand that really focused on photos and having high quality branding around. And obviously that's been a very noticeable shift in our brand over the last 12 months, 6 months, 8 months, is making sure that we have a solidified color palette and logo and just continuity across the board with all our social channels and stuff. And I really couldn't be happier with how like the transition has worked over the last 12 months. But having Joe in here taking pictures and having like really high quality assets like that to put across social media has been like a fucking game changer for us. And I've noticed that like that for sure, like if we didn't have really high quality photos of the merch and done the shoot for that, I have a very high level of confidence that it wouldn't have worked that well. So there was a lot of pieces of the process. So I want to give a shout out to Joe. Obviously, thank you for the help on all of this. Teresa for helping with the designs and going back and forth with a ton of different revisions on everything. For JMO, obviously just being here and helping pack and go through that process for the last like 72 hours. Just the entire team, obviously, for putting out content, because the distribution comes from the content that we have here. So the merch was fucking awesome. Really happy with how it did. And then my next point of attack, the live trivia event. We need y'all to buy tickets. They are not selling out the way merch did. We have 2 tickets available, and this is actually kind of another really interesting thing that we've seen so far. We made 2 different types of tickets available. One is a general admission. I think we put 100 of them up for sale because it's in a bar and there's limited quantity, obviously. Then we made a VIP ticket where it's only 3 people allowed to buy the VIP ticket. The general admission ticket was $50. The VIP was $500. 3 people were allowed to buy it. What the VIP ticket did was allow you to come into the office the Friday, the day before. The trivia event is on Saturday, but you'll be in the office, you'll get to hang out with us all day, and you'll get to be in our actual trivia content that we put out on YouTube and TikTok. We've already sold those out. So the 3 VIP tickets are gone. And we haven't sold that many general admission tickets. And I don't want to just open up another like 3, 4, 5 VIP tickets, because I do want the people that invested into that early to be the focus of that day. But now it made me think like the demand was so quick and so high relative to the general admissions that we could have, from a business sense, we could have probably upped the price because the demand was high, or figured out a way to have the VIP ticket quantity go up. I honestly didn't expect them to sell. I expected to sell 1, maybe 2 if we were lucky around crunch time, but they went off quickly. But that's like kind of the fun part about launching these different products and like shipping stuff, whether it's the merch. I don't mean physically shipping. I mean like, getting them out live into the public, is you learn so fucking quickly. You can sit here and you can ideate and brainstorm and you can think through everything and have fucking 200 meetings about stuff. You'll never know what's really gonna fucking happen until you put it into the hands of the audience and see what happens. And it's all a learning curve, right? Like we launched the merch and now we know next time around, like these colors do better than the other colors. We have more XLs in our audience than we have smalls and mediums. The VIP ticket is a much more luxurious ticket sale and much more demanding than the other one, right? Like you don't know this stuff. As Gary Vee always says, you can't read about push-ups. You have to fucking do it. Everyone knows how to get ripped. Everyone knows how to eat healthy, but until you actually do it and learn what works for you, same way with our business, like you're not gonna improve as a business. So the summer's so fun because we get to launch all these products. We get to launch all this stuff and we put out content in high volume and we get so much feedback so quickly. And that is how we improve as a business. We improve as a business from hearing from you guys. So shout out to y'all, shout out to the team, shout out to Summer, shout out to JMO, shout out to your mother.
I have nothing really to yap about. Merch and everything. Yeah, J-Mo had some late nights. It was pretty fun. Me, on the other hand, wasn't that big involved with it. I've been like super dialed on the bets channel. Like, because again, with the startup being as it is, and me heading Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube with no editor, it's like, it's just me. There's a lot to do and a lot to go over. Plus, I still like to make my own content and get that out there for you guys. So I am like full like betting everything, focus, dialed, whatever. That's kind of been the main focus. We're growing though. We have some good videos. We had our best video recently when it was Nick, Tony, J-Mo. We went over literally a ton of different in-season props. We're going to be doing that all like summer long. So we're going to get a ton of videos like that in the future. But right now I'm focusing on the finals is my main thing. I have a video going up tomorrow just about my game 2 picks. I didn't do game 1 picks. I did game 1 series picks, which means it's like for the entire series. I know some people were kind of confused by that, but they were meant for like, so if Kyrie Irving averages 24 points over the entire season, I mean, over the entire series, then that's like what it is. It's not just like game 1 if he hits it or not. I did that because I thought that was a pretty cool idea, but people were just like, give me game 1. So I'll just give you game 2 and we'll fucking go from there. We'll start rolling. I went 0 for 4 on NBA picks. Game 1 though, pretty sickening as the blowout kind of happened. Derek White was just about to hit his over. He missed. Jaylen Brown hooked because he missed 2 of his last 3 free throws and missed 5 total. Jason Tatum hit 2 contested 3-pointers, which he hasn't done this entire playoffs. I mean, when I mean contested, I mean double teamed, like fadeaway threes. Horrible fucking shots, but they went in.
This is the first confessional I've actually done in the office. I did one from my home in Winnipeg, but I've never done a confessional in the office before, even in the old office. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just excited to be here even for just a short time because, you know, working remotely in Winnipeg, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I still enjoy what I do. It doesn't have that same vibe as actually being in the office, being with all the guys, playing the trivias, having a good time together. Even if we're just like sitting there editing, you know what? You never know what can happen. Somebody might say some dumb shit and then a huge argument starts. And it's just fun to be a part of. Even though I'm only here till Thursday, which is, yeah, actually the day you see this, I leave. Still haven't even met Joe yet. I think I'll see him on Tuesday. Funny that I'm making content for Joe and never met the guy. As for the visa process, you know, still don't really know exactly when things are gonna be finalized, but you can look online as like when other visas are being processed. And it seems like a lot of the ones that were applied for in May of last year are being accepted right now. And mine was in August of last year. Probably 2-3 months away from being approved, hopefully. It sucked to get declined and then I'm gone forever. Nick fired me on the spot probably. Filming in Jeopardy today. First content that I'll be hosting in a while. It's got some fun categories in there. One that J-Mo is gonna hate. It's all about geography. One other thing, you guys have probably seen by now how atrocious J-Mo is at geography. And me personally, I love it. I'm a huge geography guy, know every country in the world. I want to test him on the country's quiz of the world, see how many he knows. He's just to type in the name of the country, see how many he gets. I think he probably gets, I'm gonna say 15. Like that's how bad he is. 15 countries. That feels like his line. So I'll get him to do that at some point and film that, see what he does. I'm being filmed twice right now. But yeah, I think that's all I got for now. JMO just arrived. I should probably go say hi. Otherwise, I hate you.
Something else I wanted to touch on that I think you guys might be interested in. I know you guys like the more open, like transparent business talks. And this is a couple days later. I just thought about doing this because I saw a bunch of comments on TikTok about like the prices of the shirt being $45 and how it's ridiculous and all that kind of stuff. So I want to break down like the thought process behind the pricing itself, why it was priced there, and just everything that went into making the shirts from a physical standpoint and a money standpoint. I get that, like totally valid. $45 is expensive for a shirt, but quality of the product, in my opinion, came as a result of obviously the money that we invested into it. So getting to $45 was a clear path for us based on the cost it took to make these shirts. So when you start looking at the t-shirt from the very start, we ordered about 330 the first order and then ended up throwing in an extra 90 after that. So like 415, I want to say, for the first order, as just blank t-shirts with no design on them, just the blanks for it, were about $9 a piece. I saw a comment that was like $45 and it probably cost them 10% of that cost just to make the shirts. So that would be $4.50, $5 to make the shirt. Just for the blanks, it costs about $9 $10 per shirt. Because it's from this company, Los Angeles Apparel, they're out in California, the freight shipping for 5 huge boxes of blank tees costs around $500. So 400-ish shirts, $500, that is an extra like $1.50 per shirt that you add onto the expenses. Another fat expense was obviously the printing of the shirts. So we would walk them over to a print shop that was a couple blocks over from here. And depending on the design, there were 4 designs. There's Ball Knower, the triple stack logo, the circle logo, the Enough Yappin'. Depending on which logo it was, prints onto the shirts themselves cost anywhere from like $6 to $10 per shirt. So the Enough Yappin' one that had multiple prints, like it had the Enough Yappin' on the chest, and then it had the BDGE logo on the left side, that was $10 per print on each shirt. So you're talking about $10 for the blank plus shipping, $10 just for the print. So we're talking about $20 just to get the design of the shirt. And that was, again, you're paying for every single shirt that you do that. On top of that, the actual designs for the shirt. We worked with a girl that I'm friends with named Teresa, who is a very, very talented designer. We went back and forth with multiple revisions. She probably ended up coming up with like anywhere from 8 to 10 designs. We got on multiple phone calls. You know, we took time to really like think through the designs that we wanted. We took time to like really tweak each thing to our liking and how we wanted the final product to be. So all in all, between the calls, the revisions, the final designs sent over from her, the time that she put into it, that costs, I think, somewhere between like $1,200 and $1,500 for all that design work together. So again, add that into the expense for what the shirt costs to make. You have to think about like the packaging that we send the shirts out in. So those like bags that I think it says like you've been waiting for me to arrive or some shit on the bags, like the bags that you actually pack them in, you have to pay for per each. And then thinking about the time that you actually spend, I also built out the website, BDGE.shop. I did that all myself. That is through Shopify. Shopify is a monthly payment that you have to pay to upkeep the website, the domain name. Shopify takes 3% for every single purchase made on the website as well for themselves. The promo code's available for 10% off, which I think like 75% of you guys use. So all of these things are chipping away at the profit margin, not to mention the labor that actually goes into making the shirts, the time spent to make the website, the time spent taking the calls, going through the revisions, thinking about the designs, the time spent marketing it. Like, you know, we did the photo shoot for like a full day. We did multiple of those. We paid Joe in here to take tons of photos, to take tons of videos that we use for marketing efforts. Time spent to plug this kind of stuff into videos could be used for other stuff, could be used for other partner plugs and money that we could be making elsewhere. So it's a little bit of an opportunity cost as well. When you start to think about all of these things and how expensive they are, realistically, I don't think the $45 price point is crazy at all relative to the quality that you're getting with it. If anyone bought these shirts, I would be shocked if anyone could genuinely put a negative comment down below being like, these are not really high quality shirts. I think within like 2 wears, you're going to be saying they're probably your favorite shirts. They are extremely high quality, really comfortable, great material. They do not shrink when you wash them. The designs are very, very clean, crispy, and they pop. I'm telling you, you're going to love the shirts. If you don't have one, cop one, BDGE.shop. But going back to the pricing of it, by the time they're even ready to get out there and buy a shipping label for this, we're probably spending anywhere from like $22 to $26 per shirt, not including, again, the 3% from Shopify and any promo codes that you guys use to get 10% off, which would probably be like $5, which is another big chip away at the profit margin. So I'm not concerned with making a shitload of money. I think all in all, up to this point, we've sold probably around $16,000 to $17,000 in merch, but that's not just profit. Like, we're not taking home $17,000. A lot of that ended up going into what it took for us to buy the blanks, to print the designs, to make the designs, the time spent to market everything. So there's a ton that actually goes into the entire process, which is probably eye-opening for, I mean, I worked most closely with JMO, but when we started the process, I was just telling him, like, anything worth doing, anything high quality is just going to take longer than you'd imagine. It always does in business because you're working with a bunch of other people and a bunch of other moving parts at the same time. But I'm very, very proud of how the merch came out. Very proud of the quality of the merch. Any feedback that you have for it, please let us know down below in the comments. But wanted to give you a quick breakdown of like how the pricing structure was set. So all in all, again, it costs us probably 22 to 26 plus all those other added fees, the 3%, the promo codes, the labor spent on this stuff that is not even factored into that, which it probably should be. But like the profit that we're making from it is not very high. It's not like we're selling you a $50 product and making $50 from the shirt, not even close to that. So it's more about getting the brand out there. It's more about shipping a product, getting a product out there that we know is going to be really high quality and that we're fucking proud of. Because when you're proud of the product that you're selling, it's very easy to, you're not selling it. You are just telling people about how it can be valuable to their life. And that is the only way, in my opinion, to succeed in business, right? And I've been doing this long enough to know that if you're going to ship a product, and I don't mean ship literally or physically, I mean like get it out into the world, only way to do it correctly is to do it correctly. Like half-assing it is a terrible idea. What happens is when someone buys a half-assed product, that is what they think of your brand now. And anyone who buys a merch shirt from us now, I'm so confident that they're going to love the quality of it, that the next time we do it, they're also going to buy again. And then they're going to buy again. And then when we have products in different infrastructure, if it's a digital product or a ticket or whatever it is, they're going to start to equate like that was a high quality product. I know that they make high quality products in general under their brand, under the umbrella of their brand, to the point where it is a cross-platform, a cross-channel solution for us. So anything worth shipping is worth shipping correctly. Don't half-ass shit. Do it at high quality. Fuck with the people out there say, it's $45. It's too expensive. It's too expensive for some people. It's not too expensive for the right people. We sold out a ton of the shirts in a ton of the different sizes. The right people that enjoy and value the quality will be the people that purchase it. The people that don't are the people that don't. They could kind of say what they want, but I wanted to, give you guys more of a look into the process of it all. So hopefully that was interesting. I don't know. I've just been fucking yapping.